Coronation Street's Channique Sterling-Brown reveals the real reason behind her soap exit after 3 years. Coronation Street viewers were stunned earlier this month when it was confirmed that Channique Sterling-Brown had decided to leave the ITV soap after 3 years of playing Dee-Dee Bailey. The actress has now opened up about exactly when and why she made the difficult decision to walk away. Since joining Corrie in 2022, Dee-Dee has been involved in several powerful and emotional storylines, from exposing racial inequality in maternity care to her turbulent relationship with villain Joel Deering and her current romance with newcomer Ollie. With her final episodes expected to air soon, Channique has shared how her choice to leave came after much reflection. "I made the decision back in spring, and it definitely wasn't something I rushed into," she told Digital Spy and other outlets. "I actually spent a couple of months thinking about it before responding to my contract offer. I felt really conflicted, but deep down I knew it was just the right moment." The actress explained that her faith played a big role in her decision. "I've been incredibly blessed to tell such important stories. I really took my time, prayed on it, and came to feel that I'd done what I was meant to do here. It just felt like time to be brave and move forward." When she shared her decision with Corrie bosses, producer Kate Brooks asked her to reconsider for one more weekend, but Channique said her mind was already made up. Reflecting on her journey, she said she's grown so much during her time on the soap, both personally and professionally. Dee-Dee started off a bit scatterbrained, but we soon got to see her heart, her kindness with Paul, her courage in standing up to Adam, and her vulnerability dealing with her dad's gambling. She's been through a lot, but she's slowly finding herself again. Looking back, Channique said her favorite storyline was representing Roy Cropper in court. "Working with David Nielsen was just amazing. He's an absolute legend," she said. Having already wrapped filming, the actress described her final day on set as emotional but fulfilling. As for what's next, she's eager to explore new creative paths. "I'd love to return to the stage, maybe do a film, a drama, or even more comedy," she said. "I've adored playing Dee-Dee and taking her on this journey, but now I'm ready to meet new characters and tell new stories." Tyrone and Fizz face terrifying ordeal after shocking theft in Coronation Street. Upcoming Coronation Street scenes promise high drama and emotion as Tyrone Dobbs and Fizz Stape become victims of a frightening robbery that unfolds during what was supposed to be a peaceful family lunch. After months of tension, Tyrone and Fizz decide to meet Tyrone's mom Cassie Plummer at the bistro, hoping to mend some broken bridges and bring the family closer together. What begins as a calm attempt at reconciliation soon turns chaotic. As Nick Tilsley helps wheel Tyrone through the restaurant, Tyrone's discomfort quickly grows. Still adjusting to being in a wheelchair, he becomes visibly uneasy and frustrated. When he struggles to cut his food, the situation escalates, the combination of pride and humiliation boiling over until Tyrone suddenly slams his plate onto the floor, shattering the silence in the busy restaurant. Feeling embarrassed and defeated, Tyrone insists they end the lunch early. But before they can leave, disaster strikes again. Fizz suddenly realizes her handbag has disappeared, and moments later she spots a man sprinting for the exit, her bag clutched in his hands. Panic breaks out as she cries for help, and Ollie leaps up to chase the thief out of the bistro. The shocking mugging leaves Fizz shaken and Tyrone furious, transforming what was meant to be a moment of healing into a traumatic ordeal. The event rattles the entire family, not just because of the theft itself, but because it exposes Tyrone's emotional fragility. His anger and frustration, intensified by his ongoing struggles with pride and independence, reveal a man on edge. Fizz, doing her best to keep the situation under control, can't help but worry about Tyrone's state of mind. His temper and self-doubt are beginning to surface more openly, raising fears that he's bottling up deeper issues. Meanwhile, Cassie, who had hoped the meal would help reunite the family, is once again caught between the cracks of a fractured relationship. As the dust settles, the aftermath of the attack will test Tyrone and Fizz more than ever. Will the experience bring them closer together or drive an even bigger wedge between them? Coronation Street preview. Becky sets her sights on Lisa in emotional reunion, but Carla's fears grow. Next week on Coronation Street, Becky Swain begins her mission to win back her former wife, Lisa Swain, setting in motion a tense and emotional reunion plan. In newly released preview scenes, the two women start to reconnect as they look back on their past and revisit the painful events that tore them apart. Viewers will remember that Becky faked her own death 4 years ago and escaped to Spain, claiming that dangerous people were after her. It later emerged that D.I. Costello helped cover up her disappearance, and it's now being suggested that both of them are hiding much darker secrets. Showrunner Kate Brooks has hinted that Becky is far from innocent, teasing that she could be a villain and that her real motive involves pushing Carla Connor out of Lisa's life completely. Lisa, who believed she was a widow after Becky's staged death, has since moved on. Over the past year, she's fallen for Carla, and the two even got engaged just months before Becky's shocking return to Weatherfield. But Becky is determined to tear their relationship apart and reclaim her family, Lisa and their daughter Betsy Swain. Carla's presence alone poses a major obstacle for Becky's plans, and with Carla currently away in Ireland, Becky sees the perfect opportunity to make her move. In a new clip, Becky visits Lisa following Betsy's arrest. The pair share a quiet evening together on the sofa, enjoying curry and wine while reminiscing about old times. A slightly tipsy Lisa laughs about watching Game of Thrones like they used to, and Becky gently reminds her of how happy they once were. Nights in, takeaways, and television marathons. Lisa grows emotional as the memories resurface, but quickly reminds Becky that their life ended when Becky died. Becky plays on her guilt, saying she never wanted to leave and that living in hiding was far from easy. As emotions run high, Becky tells Lisa she wishes she could turn back time and fix everything that went wrong. Overwhelmed, Lisa admits she feels the same. Becky strokes her hair and Lisa instinctively takes her hand, resting it against her face. A tender moment that leaves Becky smiling, convinced she's winning her back. But could there be more to this scene than meets the eye? Coronation Street boss Kate Brooks has hinted that the love triangle between Lisa, Carla, and Becky, dubbed Swarla by fans, is far from over. With shocking twists still to come, the question remains, how far will Becky go to get what she wants? Coronation Street airs on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and streams on ITVX.